Well, we're the freaks of the industry. My man Money B.
Oh, my mellow shot.
The freaks of the industry. And when you see us backstage, be prepared to G.
Well, they say that birds do it, bees do it.
Do it.
Time to freak, Money B gets to it. Not a heavyweight, but I go 12 rounds with a jab and a stick. I'm going lick for lick, so give me the helmet. I'll be the stunt man. Just relax, and I won't front like Anita. I'm giving you the best that I got, and I'll be taking it slow. Never missing a spot, yes. Caressing your back with chest to chest, she kissing on my freckles. I nibble around your ears before I suck upon your neck. Oh, Money B. Yeah, that's what you'll be screaming and creaming. But it's not a wet dream, it's the real. The freaky dog, Doc Nasty. Never letting the kitty cat get past me without picking it up, petting, teasing it, taking it on home and pleasing it.
Hello. What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 2 of the Freaks of the Industry podcast. I am your host, Mo Brooks, and right across from me we have the Madam of the evening, Madam Coleman.
Yeah. First of all, I'm a little buzzed because it's my birthday weekend. Okay, shout out to the Scorpios.
Yeah. And we have a new member coming in as a special guest, my homeboy Bobby all night. Say hello to everybody, Bobby.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. So tonight's episode of the Freaks Industry podcast, we're going to talk about a very different alternative lifestyle, the BDSM sub-dom lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And what we have no better person to speak on this than Madam Coleman. I mean, she's a madam for God's sake. So
I mean, I really am. I have my shirt on that says Madam Coleman. I do.
There it is.
I got my cigar lit and I got my scotch. Listen, I just want to apologize. My better half, Cammie, had to work, Mistress Cammie. And oh my God, that would have been the perfect eye candy. But for anybody that's curious, I know people ask, especially in our, own African-American community, it is a subject that most people don't want to touch. They're a little afraid. Most men don't want to, admit that they submit. And let me tell you something. It's a very sexy thing, and you have to be comfortable in your own skin and just get it going. So it's definitely something different. We're going to learn some things tonight. I'm going to teach you a few tricks, and for anybody that's curious, it's not something to take lightly. So y'all gonna learn about contracts and everything tonight. So it's gonna be a good show.
Well, then I'm glad you brought that up. So let's speak on some. Let me ask you a few questions that I'm sure our guests that are listening would like to know. So first and foremost, let's start with how old were you when you first were introduced to that type of lifestyle?
I think it was shortly after I came in. So I want to say I was about maybe 23, 24. And it's funny because, like I said, we touch on it. We're African American side of it. They are either afraid or don't want to explore it. So when I came in, I learned, from this, little young white guy actually turned me on to it.
Okay, all right.
So about 20 in my 20s.
And what are some of the things that you've experienced that you like about that lifestyle, and some of the things that you find to be not your taste?
I'm one of those people that's open. You could pretty much, I'll try anything once. The only thing I won't let you do, I don't do feces, and I won't let you give me a golden shower, but I've given a few. So I do enjoy the golden showers. Rope play is one of my favorite. Being whipped, anybody that has actually watched me live in person, let me tell you something. Knife play and rope play is like my best orgasm. So those would be my favorite. The dislikes I don't like is I kind of wish it was more of us in it.
Right.
That would come out and explore, because it would be nice to kind of see that.
Okay.
So, it's only a bad thing.
Now, you mentioned knife and rope play. Please expound more on that.
So, I know people look at it like knife play. What she mean? So, there's different levels to it. I'm one of those people that's at that level where I don't want you to break my skin because I love my skin, but some people actually love the whips and, the markings from the knife or a little blood drawn. I personally don't get into that. It makes me look queasy, but knife play is where they take different blades, and different blades. You talking about from butter knives to swords.
Shit.
And
damn,
it's really a mental game. So you think that they're running this against your skin, but in all actuality, your eyes are closed. So you don't really know what's going on. It's just the thought of the sword is pressed against my skin, and the orgasms are just coming because you being flogged at the same time, you being spanked, you being told to shut up and get down on the floor. And for some reason, for me, it is a huge turn on, especially, one of my dominants, who I love. We've actually never had intercourse. But just the fact of grabbing me by the back of my hair and shoving me on the ground and putting a knife to my ass, or just one on the nipple or something.
So
it's sexy.
That's different because you can. For me, thinking about it, it's like you go from telling a motherfucker, "Girl, take this dick," to bitch, take this knife.
Yeah, I mean, you could, and your ignorant ass would say some shit like, take this goddamn knife. But the funny thing is, the woman that's doing it, I mean, first of all, you have to have her complete permission. And that's where contracts come in, or the complete trust. And I know most women say, it's something I want to try. This is not something you want to try. Right. You have to be willing to 100% submit. Okay. And that means you are giving this person, say, I'm letting you know I'm comfortable. Do what you want. So it's different, and when you see it in person, I mean, you seen me in person in action. It's like, what was my favorite? The cousin said, "I can't fuck you no more, madam. I don't feel like I satisfy you now because that shit was a turn on, just to watch you do it." Exactly, that's what I said.
Damn, that's what's up. That's what's up. Also, I know me and you have talked about this off camera a lot of times. And please explain to our people about Naughti Gras.
So Naughti Gras is actually featured a lot, and I love that Bobby, he's over here getting so comfortable because he knows what I'm talking about. But Naughti Gras is that one weekend right before the big Mardi Gras party in St. Louis and Soulard, and it's for adults. It's usually a Friday, Saturday kind of night, Sunday too, and it's at the Cahokian Theater, and they have art shows. You can submit art. And it doesn't have to be what you think art is. It could be you showing a picture of your dick. Like, it could be different types of art. It's all about sex. And Naughti Gras is where you go into these numerous of theme rooms. You might have one where they're doing suspension. You have, like last year, they had a flogger room, which for me, the girls realized that we need a bigger flogger because this girl is just sitting here taking it, and, Mistress Cammy was loving it. You had the spanking room, which was right across the way, and they sell panties. You got the lady lad on the table covered in sushi. You can eat off of her if she naked and look good. You had all kinds of stuff happening. You can buy toys. You can buy outfits. You can learn a lot. There's fire play. All different vendors come out, sex toys, and they come out, and I used to jump people in the Patricia's line just to go get free spankings all night long. So it's different type of stuff. Like I said, the only thing I wish we had, and some of the girls that are in the show do burlesque, and some of the girls, they are people, and I mean they sexy. It's not stripping, it's burlesque, and anybody know the difference. One is just an upscale, sexy version, but I do wish that I did see more of our people there. The couples I did see were interested, and they were curious. You can dress up in costume. You don't have to be seen in person. Right. You can dress up in full costume. I normally wear a mask. Mistress Cammy wear a whole outfit depending on what night we go. Right. There's usually about $60 to $80 a person. They do have couple specials. They have also specials where you have drinks included, but it's definitely sexy at the same time. So I think everybody should try it at least once. Okay,
because I'm definitely down to go. Damn it, COVID,
I've been trying to get you
down
to go for I don't know how long. You just ain't brought your ass out.
I'm coming.
What's wrong with you?
Like when I got a condom on, I'm coming, bitch. I'm coming.
I feel like you need to walk in with a condom. Just what you dig out? Like what we doing?
I might. That's not us. That's a pretty good idea.
I've seen men in chaps and women come in with these little itty bitty dresses on and asses hanging out, and it's just sexy. You just want to walk around and just pinch ass all night long. I know I do. If you bring your girl, I'm gonna pinch your ass.
That's quite. I have asthma, so ass just takes my breath away. So I'll be pinching asses all night. Shit,
I enjoy it. It's sexy. I think everybody should definitely try it. But also too, I know we probably need to throw our own. Somebody needs to throw one that just features African Americans. Because last year, listen, me and Mr. Camry had this problem because the one pole dancing room they had all these little white girls. Now I want to see some booties on the pole, so you know what that means. I need to see some sisters.
Yeah.
It was sexy though, but it was like, I could see a sister. I don't see no pink booties all the goddamn time.
I mean, I understand. It's
I get
equal opportunity.
It is, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think our version, matter of fact, Candy Coated Nights, she puts on her show. Hers is a male version, but I really want to see us do it with black vendors. Yeah. Whole nine. I think it'd be dope.
We can do that. Dope. Black thighs matter. Besides black thighs.
And that's a t-shirt, by the way.
Black thighs matter. There we go. Black
thighs matter.
Actually, I do have a question for you.
Yes, love.
Since you are in the BDSM lifestyle, I have to ask you: do you consider yourself more of a dom, a sub, or a switch?
In the beginning, I was a switch. Right now, I'm a sub. I am a huge sub.
Now, besides Subway and that type sub, but can you explain to the people what a dom or switch sub is?
So here's my version on it, and I always tell people read The Art of Submission. There's several different versions of it, and you have some that tell erotic stories. But I think before anyone becomes a dom, and this go for men too, you need to first become a sub. Because you can't understand what your sub is going through if you've never been in that mental state. And with subs, people feel like, well, I can just tell her what to do all the time. Not necessarily true. You have to understand that mental state. You have to make her feel comfortable, him or her, however you want to do it. Men can be subs too, but you got to make her feel comfortable. And as a dominant, if you've never been put in that position, you don't know how to handle it. Because you think all the time, I'm just grabbing her and choking her or him. Not necessarily true. Okay. A sub, you supposed to give that punishment, but also give that, it's okay, baby. Make sure she's safe.
Okay.
So
aftercare is important.
It really is. That is aftercare is huge.
Right.
Like I said,
I
know he know a little something about it. We didn't all cross paths, but he's right. Aftercare is important, especially if you are one that believes in breaking the skin.
And if you get her pregnant, you worry about kinder care. So.
Well, surprisingly, most studies show that when you're in the sub or in the dom life position, most doms, you really don't need to have sex with the person. Most doms don't have sex with their submissive. Okay. Sometimes they just get off just by watching. That's the whole, sadism masochist thing. Yeah, they just get off by doing it. So I think that people need to understand the difference between the two. But like I said, to me, I don't feel like you can be a dominant without being a sub first. Okay. It's impossible.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, it's something about, I know with me, I've been a dominant to some men, some very wealthy men, influential men, and let me tell you, I don't say that they gay. I don't knock them. Right. So it's the sexiest thing I ever seen. Right. I think most men need to just go ahead and own up to it and be into it.
Now that brings up a very unique point about the situation where you might meet a guy who possibly is bisexual or gay. How many guys have you pegged? Now, the art of pegging, from my understanding, is when a woman puts on a strap on and proceeds to penetrate the guy.
To me, that doesn't make him gay.
Okay.
There are some powerful men that I had to strap up on, and some powerful men who just wanted me to put a finger in their ass. And don't get me wrong, no, I'm not a person that ain't prone to listen. I'll try anything. I'm nasty. I'm open. Everybody know it. Right. So I've tossed a few salads. Men like it.
Ranch dressing or Caesar?
I'm a Caesar girl.
All right. All right.
I'm a little Caesar girl,
Croutons.
you know. Think about it. The balls are kind of
Croutons.
sweaty. No croutons, because you know I like a
chickpeas.
freshly. No, I don't want to see no goddamn chickpeas. But I like a freshly shaved man, especially when you clean. And when you do it, y'all pretty much know the hygiene levels are there.
Yeah.
But to me, honestly, if a man wants to be strapped up, it's in the privacy of between you two. It's a contract y'all had. It's a conversation y'all had. That doesn't make a man gay to me.
Okay.
Because every once in a while, powerful men want to be, you know, told what to do.
Shout out to the men out there who asses taste like wet skin.
Yes. And women, and I know women probably right now like, what the fuck she mean? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got to be honest in your sexuality, and you be surprised what you learn about some men. And I always tell women there's one trick to know when a man gives you. When he wants you to not necessarily play with that ass, but go in the region. Mm-hmm. And when them legs start going up and you give him head, that right there is the key. Ladies, go for what you know. Because he done put both legs up and he telling you, do it. I just want you to do it. And he'll let you know when you're going too far. And sometimes you start a little tongue and you might, I mean, think about it. If you playing with the balls or you teabagging, I mean, shit, you're already in the goddamn region.
If you lose your wedding ring on your watch, you went too far.
Hey, listen, I lost a ring in my...
Lord Jesus.
What was it? Jake?
Lord have mercy.
Somebody lost... Listen, no, they lost a ring in me, and I kept saying, I don't got the goddamn ring.
Order in this.
That is an epic fail.
Hey, listen, it happens. It is what it is. But nobody had to go to the emergency room, so we okay.
Hallelujah, holla back.
Look, there's a club. There was a club in St. Louis, and I hate that they closed it. The facility was nice. I know the first time we went. Matter of fact, I was with your ass, Mo. I was with you. That we went to somebody's birthday party, and this guy, I went in the bathroom, and I didn't realize that there is a ceiling above us that has a see-through floor, and the guy was like, "I just want to watch you pee."
Wow.
And I was like, okay.
Is that urine?
I was okay.
Is that urine?
That's urine. He just wanted to watch me pee and wipe. That's all he wanted me to do. Watch me pee. And he said, you going to shower? I want to watch you shower.
Good Lord.
Anybody been to the facility, shout out. I wish y'all was back open. God, dog.
I mean, everybody has kinks and different things to
We
get
do.
them off. Like my thing, I have a fetish. I have an ass fetish. You know, that's my thing. And I can rub a woman's ass while I'm pleasuring myself and have the same sensation as if I'm actually inside of her penetrating.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
You like ass.
That's
We
all-
know.
that's like ass.
Anybody that know you like ass is your middle name.
Mario Ass Brooks.
He got asthma.
I have asthma because
I believe it.
because it takes my breath away.
I think
So-
you got Asperger's syndrome.
Oh, that's dope. I like that. That's a t-shirt too. Just put the AS, it's real big.
Yes.
When you went to the facility, how did you enjoy it? I know you heard me because I think everybody in that building heard me come in and scream, and I think all y'all came running out of nowhere.
I'm trying to remember that night though.
That was the night that I broke out the chains, and the dude said she don't need to take the safety test. God damn it, she won.
It was different. The whole situation was different. I'm a freaky dude, but that's some next level shit that even for me, I won't say it was overwhelming, but it was different to where I had to take it all in. Certain things you have to piece together to understand the full picture, and I couldn't piece shit together because there was so much going on in my head and I couldn't grasp it.
Well, the funny thing is, it's so the people that work there were so accommodating. I mean, we upstairs fucking it. They're like, you guys need anything? You need anything to drink? You want anything to drink? We done got finished doing wax play, and we done played around a little bit in the ass with a little knife play and stuff. And I think that was the same night. It was so much going on, and I love seeing all my people in there getting turned on, and the people like, I want to do it. I'm curious. Oh my God, this is sexy. It was a turn on for me. I remember you was running around in circles like me. I was like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, oh, I want to try this toy. It's a gas room, and I want to do all the different gas masks. And I think it was very sexy, very erotic.
Nice.
I think I stayed there till 4 in the morning. I didn't want to leave.
Nice.
But yeah, it's definitely something. I know, if y'all can see yourselves, I'm gonna ask the men a question.
All right.
Because I know the women online wondering. Could you see yourself ever being a sub?
Yes.
Bobby, I already know your answer.
Yeah, because in my day-to-day life, I'm a head of household. In my job, I have some seniority.
Yeah.
In life, I've done a lot of hosting as well as being a leader of some sort, symbolic leader. So if there are times where I want to sit back and I want to be dominated, I want a woman to choke me, to talk shit to me, to talk down to me. And if she want to spit in my face, I'll take that. Just don't spit in my mouth.
I love the spit in the mouth. That's my shit. I don't know why. Not even with COVID. I know, right?
Dangerous. It's like another form of.
Well, shit. If I'm gonna play with knives, why not? I'll take that risk. I mean, but you do it with people you know. What about you, Bobby? What you think you can do?
As far as whether I've been sub before.
Do you feel like you can be a sub?
When I actually, at the risk of revealing a little bit about myself, when I first came into the life, I came under someone. I came the old school way. So that person was responsible for me.
That's right.
And she was also responsible for everything that I did and everything that I was supposed to know. And if I had a misstep, it didn't just reflect badly on me, it reflected on her. So that was the check and balance of the day. But I was also subservient to her.
Justin, come adjust this camera. They can't see, they can't see nothing, but
yeah, and it was she called me her imp because I was.
Why imp?
Because he wasn't her pimp.
Ow. Oh, okay. I respect that.
It was more because I was in her eyes mischievous, not as disciplined as she would like me to be. So a lot of times she had to bring me under control because without it, if you let me off my leash, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Okay. What was your favorite? You like the spankings? I know that's my favorite thing. Oof.
It was more mental.
Exactly.
She was what I call a mind rapist.
Ooh.
She could reach into you and turn just a little bit.
Damn, I need to meet her.
And it would make you almost go down to one knee.
Damn.
I understand. Again, that's something that I think most men need to tap into. For some reason, I feel like when you tap into it, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like when men tap into it, it makes you a better partner in sex.
It definitely makes you, it definitely lets you see the other side of things.
Yes.
It makes you more empathetic. And I think any good dom should be empathetic to what his sub is going through. There are a lot of so-called doms that are really just masochists. They're really just people that get off on making other people miserable instead of the actual relationship dynamic, because there is an actual relationship dynamic that's there. And I would really like I don't care what color you are, for somebody to just do a sweep through the sub and dom life and get those fake doms out, because they're giving the real doms a bad name.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Let's touch on fake doms and subs. So for me, and my brother can definitely tell you, from being in different groups on Facebook, I'm one of those people that will call fake subs out. And what I call a fake sub is, women seem to think that wearing a dog collar or he put a belt around my neck makes me a sub. And I always have to tell them, and it's been time me and Cammy went in on some people.
Do you even have a contract? I've heard you.
I have a contract. I do have a contract with somebody still to this day. He's never actually penetrated me. But he's a real dominant. I mean, he is a huge dominant, especially in this state. But for me, a fake sub is just somebody who feels like I wear the collar that makes me a sub. And I'm like, do you even know what it comes with? Do you know what it means to submit? Same thing for the dominance. You feel like, well, because I smack her on the ass, that makes me a dominant. No, that does not. There's so much that come with it too that people don't even realize. You can't do that.
Being a dom is a huge responsibility.
Huge responsibility.
In the words of one of my favorite superheroes, Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility.
And a big penis.
Big penises always help. But you know what? Sometimes them little short ones kind of, get there too, but we talk about that another time. Yeah, they get there too. But he's right. It's a huge responsibility. It's the same thing for a sub. I just feel like you have to, first of all, as a dominant, this person is putting their trust in your hands. Right. So you have to kind of take that into consideration, and you don't take advantage of it. That's the biggest, mistake that most dominants make. They take advantage of the person, or they feel like, well, I got all these women and I just smack them on the ass, they make me a dominant. Actually, it doesn't. Or I know how to tie a rope. It doesn't. Same thing for subs. Everybody walking around, I got a heart-shaped necklace, or I got a kitten shirt on. That don't make you a sub. Do you know what that means? Why you wearing it? I mean, I tell people all the time, it's a cute shirt and it's a cute necklace, but that doesn't make you an actual sub. There's a lot with being a sub, and if you actually watch one live in person, I mean, that's where Naughti girls come in. You learn a lot. You do learn a lot. So it's definitely sexy, and don't get me wrong, it's nasty as hell. I mean, I might have fucked some guys in the ass and fingered some guys in the ass and tossed a few salads. Women too. I know for me, Mistress Cammy, when she strap up on me, I turn into a little kitten. Little kitty cat. I purr a little bit.
Now, this is interesting. The whole situation is quite interesting because I'm an expert in the lifestyle, but I am a noob. I'm a rookie when it comes to this BDSM sub-dom lifestyle. But the contract part has intrigued me. Please talk more about that. So
it's funny. The first guy I met that was at the facility, him and we just start playing around more often. Now, he had a contract with another woman, and for him, he could still freely play. She couldn't. So when him and I, we started being used to each other, we decided to go into the contract. We literally sat down. And anybody that's seen 50 Shades of Grey, when they sit down at the table, that's literally how that shit works. You literally have a contract. Y'all going over rules, what you can do, what you can't do. If you can buy your own toys, or you have to wait on him to buy toys. Can you play with other men with toys or the females with toys? And with him and I, we had a contract of, I literally, and anybody, I kind of took a backseat to the life, and I had to because it was part of the contract. I could only play with him when it comes to certain toys. And if I was at a party, like my Capricorn event, shout out to everybody that came. That was a dope ass sexy event. But anybody that watch him come in, and I mean, we had a contract. So the contract was basically saying that, and don't get me wrong, because I know you're listening, and I've already had permission to talk about it, and that's another thing. I get permission to disclose the contract. So he gave me the permission to talk about it. So the contract basically was stating that I can play with other people. I can be tied up by somebody. But when it comes to certain things like knife play, maybe a little golden shower, stuff like that, strapping up with another man, I can't do that without his permission.
Okay.
Certain things that were reserved for him.
It's certain things, you're right, are reserved only for him, and that was it. I can go so much as fuck somebody else. But again, we still in a contract where if it's certain toys I want to use, certain things, certain levels I want to take it to, it's reserved for him only. Okay. And you can, depending on your contract, you can get out of it at any time. But for me, we have that open part of it where this is what we're doing, and this is what we take it on. And mine is a true dominant. I don't think he will ever let me make him a sub, not even for a night.
How does the contract expire, or how does one get out of a contract?
Well, that's the terms that you all decide when you sit down and talk about it. You can say, I only want this to go for a year. Let's revise it after a year or 6 months, or however you want to do it. Or contract normally becomes null and void if you break this rule of the contract. You literally type it up best on how you two see fit, how it fits you. And people need to first, before you start talking about, well, I want to be in a contract, or my man is my dominant. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Most people in a relationship, your man can't be your dominant. Your woman can't be your dominant. Sometimes you need that outside person to come in and have that contract with them. So when you do come back home to your mate, it's sexy. So again, the contracts are basically how you two see fit. And I've had contracts like that where, okay, I can be with the guy I'm with, but then there's still certain things that I have to only do with him. Okay. And you just have to make sure that y'all relationship is strong for that. And I would say it's not something to take lightly, because all of us who are in, and Bobby will tell you, all of us that are in the BDSM lifestyle, we kind of take offense to certain behaviors that people think they take on. It's not a game. It's very serious.
I can tell usually pretty early when somebody's just going through the motions as
Yes.
opposed to somebody that's actually legitimate.
You can definitely tell. Somebody get excited because they saw something on TV and they don't know. They don't even know. So it's definitely something that I think everybody should tap into.
Okay. All right.
I think it's dope.
All right. So right now we're gonna take a brief break, and
Yeah, I'm gonna go play with myself while we take a break.
and we'll be back in a few minutes. Back with the second half of the Freaks of the Industry podcast, and so now we're gonna convert over to the same topic, but just on another angle. We're talking about toys.
Toys for twats.
With Christmas time coming, we need to talk about toys for twats, things that women like to put in that cooch, in that cooter, and have fun doing so. So we have our
men
expert.
play with toys.
Well, yeah, we can. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Shit, fuck them G.I. Joes and give me them booty holes, them beads.
That's another T-shirt. Oh my God, he's stupid. That's another T-shirt.
So with that being said, we'll go back to our resident expert on all things nasty and alternative, Madam Coleman.
Hey, listen. Listen. When it comes to the toys, I like them all. Big, small, little, whatever. Nipple clamps. Now, here's the trick that most people need to understand about nipple clamps. Okay, you first of all need to know your areolas. You need to know how big your shit is. There are different sizes. I know my shit is, and my brother can tell you, my nipple's too big. I can't fit a regular size nipple clamp, so you got to get them extra large. I'm a big fan of candy coated toys. ExtremeRestraints.com. You can even get a few on Amazon. Get you a little starter kit, which got like a little cute little leather cuffs for her, and get us some nipple clamps and, a cute little bullet vibrator. Maybe some panties that got a remote control. Those are fun, especially when you're out at an event. Those are super fun. But I would definitely say start out with those kind of toys. And then when you want to start graduating, especially, for the women on girl play, get you some strap-ons with different adjustable dicks. Because everybody can't take a monster.
True.
Which that's some bullshit, because you had a baby, so I know you can take a whole damn big ass dick, but that's a whole nother subject. They full of shit. Tossing this shit hurt? No, you're lying. But yeah, my favorite go-to toy is definitely, just a little bullet. Just need to hit the clitoris. Something simple. But when it comes to being tied up, shout out to the cousins, by the way. Love those. I fucking love those cousins. Mr. Ellis is my boy. I like being tied up. And anybody that has seen my infamous picture with the red rope, is it mentally in your head, Bobby? Is it mentally in your head?
I love that picture.
You like patting your head like a woman pat their weave and shit. I get it.
And that ain't dandruff. It's not dandruff.
Right, it's not dandruff. But I think toys are, oh my God, toys and rope play. Rope play just sexy. It's just sexy.
Rope play, blindfolds.
Blindfolds, that also comes in the startup kit. I know Extreme Restraints actually does sell a, early startup kit, and blindfold is definitely a must. If you don't have it, grab a tie. Get a tie and kind of do your thing. Yeah.
One of my littles, I like to use this. It's a remote control vibrator, controlled by Bluetooth. So if as long as she's within my range, maybe she does something that she's not supposed to do.
I think it'd be quite funny that if you had your Bluetooth thing on, and ironically somebody else had the same toy, and you hit her shit.
Is that possible?
I doubt it.
I don't know. It could be.
It could be.
Now, does your Bluetooth toy hook up to music, or is it just basically when you pressing buttons?
It's just when I just press the button, and you don't have to worry about that. It only goes to my phone because it's paired with my phone. So two things can be paired.
I need the name of that goddamn toy.
If your mom's calling and the phone ring, will it vibrate her cooch?
Sure, I hope my mommy's calling.
Thankfully,
hey, Mama call back.
God damn it, Mama, you made me squirt. Listen, I think that's I need the name of that goddamn toy. I need that toy. But that is a fun toy. I will say Candy Coated on her website has toys that you hook up and it goes off the vibrator of the music. And it's Bluetooth as well. So that's definitely something you can try, because you get that one song that got all that bass in it and you just hum on the tip of the clitoris and you just watching her like, if she like me and don't wear drawers. Yeah. Oh God, that was a classic. Some people might be too young to know that song, but
still is.
I think that's definitely a dope ass way to go. I don't know, Mo, you like toys in the bedroom? I know you like pounding down.
Preferably Xbox, but I'll play with some box with a toy, you know.
Shout out to Microsoft. If y'all create one, Mo wants ink.
Goddamn right.
He won't ink.
I'll bring my $150 Elite controller, control all that pussy.
You gonna control the pussy?
I'm gonna control the pussy with my little paddles and everything. Pussy? I can control pussy right now with nothing in my hands. But but I could definitely do it with something in that pussy.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Listen, if you got questions you want to call in 515-599-1687. Ask questions.
Yes.
You know, I know some people are curious. Just make sure you're in the room where your significant other can't hear you, or maybe you are sitting right there. But if you are sitting there with your significant other, you know, just call in and play with yourself. I want to hear some more.
Don't worry about cutting into our conversations. We want you guys to
like it. I like
the input. So the number again is 515-599-1687. Call
in if you got questions.
Any questions, anything.
I think I don't know if our audience people got questions about toys, and I'll say this for men, and I've learned this for men. I'm gonna give y'all a little trick, and this is free info. I'll bill y'all asses later. But listen, for men, if you know your dick can't stay hard, and I know the women behind me gonna be like, I know that's right. If you know your dick can't stay hard, put on a cock ring. Don't be ashamed to put one on. And don't just get any cock ring with a vibrator, because first of all, you can't fuck against the vibe. So just get you one without the vibrator sound. Shout out to Detroit. Oh my God, he's like the best in it. You know, tadpole, love it. But yeah, get you a cock ring that you just strap up them balls. And I'm telling you, it make that dick stay hard and he go for a long ass time. And I think every woman should probably get a man that on Valentine's Day.
Shout out to Detroit, Totem Pole Thompson.
Yeah, that motherfucker make my pelvis hurt every single time. Ooh, I love it. But yeah, get y'all a cock ring, get her a swing, and y'all, it's one hell of a time. Nobody got to know you got to get it. Most places you order now, the toys come discreet.
Yeah.
In a box, nobody has to know. Yeah. So I would definitely say, get that going. And for women, if you know that he ain't gonna reach that spot, because some men dicks are either too short or they don't know what they're doing, or some men got big dicks and don't know what the fuck to do with it.
That's called having a dumb
Am I
dick.
Wrong, ladies?
That's called having a dumb dick. That's what I was told.
I mean, it's a waste of space when you got all this fucking dick and you don't even know what to do with it. So that's when the ladies come in and you just get that little vibrator, hit that clit, just go. You can use it, pull it out at the same time. Now if you're insecure, then ain't nothing I can't help you with that one. I don't even have a cure for that one. But get your vibrator, put it on your clit at the same time you're fucking you, and then she squirts.
And it's so crazy because I know I've heard stories of men getting offended when a woman pulls a toy out to play with. To me, that's an honor, bruh. Don't get offended. Lower your ego. Yeah. You're not lowering your standards. Just lower your ego, because sometimes we as men, we get selfish and we get self-centered, thinking that the universe revolves around us, our penis, and our mentality. And it's not the case. There are certain situations where a woman needs a little bit more. There are times where, prime example, women, you guys can wear lingerie to spice it up. What's wrong with her bringing a toy to spice it up? You're spicing up for a man, so she's spicing up for herself. It's all universal. You have to be a team in this. You have to make sure that you guys are on the same page. And if you're not on the same page, let's say this woman is a certain level above this man. Yeah. You as a team, she's trying to do things to bring you on her level and vice versa. So please don't get appalled. Don't get offended, brother. Work it out, because whatever you won't do, she'll find a man that will. So please, or same for women, just have to work with your peoples. It's a uniform situation, and just love each other and fuck each other at the same time, and love fucking each other at the same time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think some men get offended. I've actually been with men that have been offended, and I can't understand why. Because from my understanding, ain't the whole point is to make sure that she's pleased? Ain't it all about her?
It's supposed to be, but a lot of men, I can say men, most boys have a mentality, whereas if you don't come when I come, you're going to come when I come back. That's their mentality. But as a man want to make sure you're pleased you come a few times before he even remotely come close to getting his. And let's say on that slight chance where he ejaculates early, baby, give me a minute, let me get some water, and then he'll come back into it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna make sure you
breaks
cool.
are good. We getting old as shit. Take a break.
That's all it takes. There are some women out there who can come as quick as a man, and there are women out there who take forever if they come at all. You just have to work with the situation. I got a story about a quick coming woman.
When you say quick, I mean what's considered
6 minutes.
quick?
6 minutes and she was done.
Oh, like tapped out done?
Like tapped out done.
Oh shit! I ain't never seen that happen.
Nigga. Okay. I'm at the gig.
Yeah.
And I meet a young lady in the cafeteria. So we started talking. I'm shooting the shit with her. I was like, damn, she walked away and I noticed that she, like Kevin Gates would say, it's back there. She had a fat, nice little ass, nice little tutor. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I said, well, you nice looking. You mind if I take you to dinner? She tells me, well, I just had a baby, so now I don't need no dinner. I need to hit the gym. I said, you know what? That's cool. I can call my trainer, Dom. Dom. And Dom can make sure you cool. You can join the gym with me. She was like, you know what? So she took my number down. All right, cool. She takes down my number, but she texts me like, where you at? I said, I'm still in the plant. So she came over to my job. We started rapping or whatever. I gave her the rundown. This is my situation. I'm married. I got this, and this going on. This was going on. She tells me where I live with my mom, and I got my kids. I'm like, oh, that's cool, no problem. And so she was like, well, I need much more than just, some sex. Oh, so you need a sponsor. So she want a sponsor. Yeah. I'm like,
pussy ain't free, y'all.
Right, because I'm not I ain't nobody's sugar daddy. I ain't nobody's zaddy, but sponsoring, slight possibilities.
Okay.
So we talking or whatever. So long story short is, went and got a room. She showed up. We commenced to playing a little bit. Yeah. She hadn't had none since she had dropped her baby, so probably about 7-8 weeks. So I'm doing my thizzle with her. I'm not trying to dog walk her, but she can take a pounding. Like you said, ground and pound.
Ground and pound.
So this penis is really, I'm doing my thizzle. So as time went on, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, she gets her issue off, and she's like, all right. She hops up. What's going on? Oh, I'm done. You ain't come? No, hell no, I ain't come.
God, tragic.
And she's like, oh, she had a whole attitude. You ain't come? I said, no, I didn't. Come on. And she bent over. She like had an attitude. Her movement was just. She bent over.
Oh God.
And by this time, I'm like, you little trifling ass bitch. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. So I put another condom on. I do my jackrabbit. Boom, 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 boom. Get my issue. Here, I gave her the key to the hotel. Where you finna go? Home and play the Xbox. Deuces.
Right.
But what about getting something to eat? Eat a dick. And I left.
So she fucked you in 6 minutes just to get a free meal.
She didn't get that.
Damn.
She kept the room, but I wouldn't give that anyway. I got a wife to go home too.
I got a whole goddamn house.
I got a whole house at home.
Yeah, that's tragic. I have never seen a woman just say fuck it.
They're out there. I mean, the 6 minute sisters are out there. Like you got 2 minute brothers. But I have never seen a woman get a whole attitude because I hadn't got my issue. My thing has always been, I'm gonna make sure you get yours regardless. Yeah. But don't get an attitude because I didn't get mine. That sound
like a woman that never has had foreplay. That's where them toys come in. She just never had foreplay.
If I can interject here for just a second, to go back to something that you said earlier.
All right.
Ego is a relationship and relationship dynamic killer. Yes. Whether it's lifestyle, whether it's civilian or vanilla, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And ego is not limited to gender. So
it's not
true.
Her ego, it sounds like her ego was affected because she seemed like a person that was reacting from experience. She's probably been with a lot of guys that were, if she's a 6 minute woman, they were 5 minute guys.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
So when you wasn't that 5 minute guy, she was offended. what's wrong with my stuff?
Right.
That
Her pussy
make
should be
you
good
come in
enough.
5 minutes?
I should be busting in 2 minutes because her pussy fire.
It sounded like to
Oh,
me that
pussy
she
ain't
just
good
believed
pussy.
that sex was just supposed to make kids.
Well,
She may be one of them women.
She might have been a person that got off on the idea that I can make any man come in 2 and 3 minutes,
Not the kid.
and I get off on that power.
I got a whole attitude.
But
if you done
at
in 6 minutes, I got a whole
but
funky ass
if
attitude.
you know you are a 6-minute sister, at least give me 4 minutes of foreplay. I ain't getting no head.
That's
She
the
ain't jack
thing.
me off.
She don't sound
I
like
ain't
a
play with her
sister that
booty. I ain't
ever
do
had
nothing.
foreplay.
Well,
Look,
I mean, did you guys discuss that?
We
prior to-
spoke on.
I mean, nowadays we
I'm a
grown.
very nosy nigga. So
Come on
yes,
now.
I did speak on. I asked her questions, and of
Yeah.
course she passed the test. But obviously she lied.
Yeah,
to herself.
my brother do his homework.
I do
I
my
think
homework.
she's just one of those. I mean, damn, that's unfortunate. Because first of all, I don't know. I know for me, I don't have to have toys involved, but I do need that foreplay. I do need that dominant, submission part. I do need that. I got to give head. I enjoy it. I love it. I love it in my
Bravo.
mouth. I love it in my ass. I love, just all over. Just I mean, how do you not enjoy giving head? I don't necessarily. Now, don't get me wrong. I got to get it because I got to squirt on your face a few times.
Wow.
But I need to have it in my mouth. My mouth's watering right now just
Put
talking
it in
about
the
sucking dick.
mouth.
I'm just saying. That sister, yeah, she sound like she just wanted to get this quick issue off.
Look, she a little
And that's
girl.
it.
That's little girl shit.
That is.
I need a grown woman.
But she probably
One that
need a
can
man
come
to
over
just.
and over and over and over.
She need a man to just kind of take her down and through there, as the cousins would say. Take her down and through.
And
Yeah.
I'm really not prone to give free game to guys because I feel like that's a conflict of interest. But
Then sometimes y'all need to do it.
Yeah.
quick free game. Just on another part of what he said when it comes to ego. A lot of guys feel like when a woman introduces something different to the bedroom, they see it as a threat.
Facts.
It's not a threat because she likes you. Otherwise, she wouldn't even go through the trouble of
Yeah.
introducing anything else. She wouldn't even put that out there. She would save it for the big dick nigga down the street who she really likes, who she knows can put it down, but she likes you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's willing to take that extra step for you. You should take it as, like he said, the honor.
That's tragic.
But
That's an orgasm wasted.
Basically.
so if she
really
if
is.
she introduces a cock ring into the arena of the bedroom,
Yeah.
hey, I want your dick,
Mm.
and I'm willing to do whatever I feel like I gotta do to help you. Give it to me.
Right.
Sound like that sister need to go ahead and go to my favorite website for extremerestraints.com and get that chrome cock ring.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying that motherfucker nice. It's pretty. It's a nice accessory.
It's shiny.
And it's shiny.
It's
I like
shiny,
to look
it's
at it. Oh my
sparkly,
god!
it's
But
shiny.
or she just need to. I know a lot of people. If you are curious and you're listening, and I know some people are scared to call in because again, this is a subject that's not really talked about among our
Among
community.
people, yeah.
So if you don't really want to talk about it, I always tell people just go to Kinky Lovers website, and you can be discreet. You can meet people. You can ask questions, post pictures, do whatever you need to do. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody has a fetish.
Ooh, mine. Oh my god. Can I tell you about mine?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
I know yours involves the
No,
booty.
Hold on.
It involves the booty hole.
That's part. That's one part.
It involves the booty hole.
Anal is a given, but there's another one that's like
Where
party.
Mario wasn't
It's
born
one.
out the
It's one
cooch.
that I picked up in the lifestyle. Being in the
Mario wasn't
lifestyle.
born out the cooch. He was born out the ass. Mine was an ass.
Well, I
joint.
know you're a bit of a voyeur.
Yeah, there it is. He's on to something.
You
B
are.
knows me. Bobby All Night has been around. I get off watching someone that I'm fucking around with fuck
Yeah.
other men and
Sexy.
women.
That's sexy.
Whether it's a gangbang situation or a orgy or just multiple, it's something about. It has nothing to do with like niggas running a train. It has everything to do with that woman has enough courage to not look at the situation as she's a whore or a slut, but has enough courage to say, or has enough courage to be to do that
Yeah.
and not worry about what someone says. Because I've been in situations where I might meet a woman at a club or a lounge, go home with her, sleep with her. It's the ones that tell me, "Oh, I've never done this before. I'm done," because you're a
She
goddamn
lying,
lie.
motherfucker.
But it's the ones who meet me, fuck me, befriend me. You know what? I've had relationships out of one night stands. In my mind, I look at it as that's just a woman that knows exactly what she wants out of life, and I'm one of the ones in life that she wants, and I'm okay with that.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad, Bobby.
That fetish that gets me off. Pass it on to my boy Bobby.
What's your fetish, Bobby?
Well, I actually don't mind his, but it's slightly different. It might actually be somewhat of the same. I do kind of like the idea of somebody that I've enjoyed being enjoyed by somebody else under my supervision, because it's like it's the drawing on the energy, because to see the reaction from the guy, knowing he's experienced for the first time what I've already experienced, and it's new to him, so it's exciting, and so to see that expression on his face, like.
I know for me, I look at it like in terms of that person is like my personal porn star, and she's putting on a performance, and I'm finna go home with her.
Exactly.
And that's how it was when it was like me and my wife when we went to parties. You know, different guys would play with my wife, and women would play with my wife, and she would put on a show and do her thing, and then before you know it, I'm like, wow, I'm sitting here just mouth wide open, like that's my baby. I'm going home with her, and because she's not gonna leave me. A lot of people are like, man, why you let your wife This is what something my wife wants to do. I'm not a pimp. I believe in live your life. Prime example. Live your truth. You got to live your truth.
That's your motto.
You got to live your truth.
That's your motto.
Like my motto. That's you got to live your truth. So
I know for me, my fetish. It's actually on one of the few websites that talk about top fetishes, but mine is definitely an impact play person. I like the flogging. I like the spankings. I like, pretty much any form of spanking. Anybody know if I'm in a room and I see spanking going on, I immediately jump the line, and I just want to get spanked. I like a good ass kicking. But I will say, there's top fetishes. So impact play for most people is like always number one. And then role playing. Role playing is sexy. You got foot fetishes. You got anal sex. That's a Mario specialty. Shout out to Mario. But you got lingerie, group sex. It's one of my other favorites.
I am a big
group sex.
Huge fan of threesomes and foursomes.
Yeah, you got orgasm control, sensation play, bondage. It's another one of my favorites. Psychological play, voyeurism, like you guys touched on. There's so many different types of fetishes that I think everybody has a fetish at the end of the day. Some people may involve food. Some people may involve toys. It might just be a whole mental thing. I know for me it's more so, like I said, I like toys. I do like spankings though. I don't know, something about a good spanking. It could even be me and my boo in the club, behind me over here, and she might smack me on the ass. I'm turned on.
The only person that I have actually could say that I actually enjoyed receiving anything similar to that from is your friend and mine, Mistress Candy.
Shout out to my baby.
Shout out to Candy.
Oh my God.
The Puerto Rican princess.
My nipples got hard. I'm sorry.
But how do you guys feel about
That's my baby.
She is good. She is really
She is. She spanks my ass. Let me tell you something. That little pink flogger she had custom made for me. Whew. It's a turn on.
It's sinful that she's good.
It is.
I feel some kind of way.
How do y'all feel about choking and hair pulling?
Oh, I'm a fan of the choking. Choke me till you damn near crush my vocal cords.
Shit. That's intense.
Yes, that's intense. I like intense shit. That's how I get my best nut.
When I'm in the zone, it's almost subconscious. It slowly just starts to go up, and before I know it, the hand is around the neck, and I have her.
Yeah.
And I squeeze just a little bit, just to hear her mouth go open.
Bobby,
every woman likes choking.
You're scaring me.
Let's be honest. Every woman likes choking. She might not be into the hair pulling because shout out, we don't want no wigs and shit to come off and be fucking my shit.
I ain't paying that shit.
I'm just, that has happened to me before, but it's okay. The brother say, I don't give a fuck about that. We can snatch this motherfucker off. I don't care. But when it comes to choking, every woman, I don't care what she say, likes choking.
I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit. There are some folks that have traumas that are attached to choking.
You have to learn how to do it. Where it's not, you know it better than I do. There's different ways to do the choking. You kind of slightly put your hand up there, and you have to do it a certain way, especially when you know that woman's story. That's where that permission comes in. You have to know her. You don't just do it to anybody.
There's a difference between a grip and a choke.
True.
Because what you can do for a person that may have that trauma,
Mm-hmm.
you can go up and you can give a grip, which is not exactly a choke, but it still gives you that same sensation of being held and being secured.
So I'm gonna give you a little trick that I've learned with playing with some of the women. So the easiest way to find out if a woman likes to be choked, men or women, whatever you do it, you take them 2 fingers. You notice the same ones you put in the stink in the paint, but it's also the same ones you get all up in there. But you take them 2 fingers and you slightly just graze it up to her neck with just them 2 fingers. If she starts telling you no, then she don't like to be choked. But most of the time when you do this, you gradually move over to the next one. Then you move over to the next one. And then you just kind of open it up. And I've dealt with women with trauma. And trust me, for some reason, when you slowly do that, and you have to do it centrally, you have to kind of get up there. And you might talk to her in her ear and just, hey, baby,
Watch for this move.
Just... You gotta watch for the move. But my brother tell you, I have turned straight women into not necessarily gay women.
I look at it as were they really straight?
No,
really?
well, you've seen me in action.
I know.
And everybody know how I do. It'd be like, brothers, just stand back and let me do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I normally will have a whole conversation with a woman and she don't realize her clothes off.
See, you have that bad about making people reveal stuff about themselves that they didn't even know.
They didn't know. I'm sitting here like, damn, baby, your nipples is nice. I'm sitting here playing with the nipple. She's so comfortable while she's saying I don't do girls. She don't even realize I'm playing with the nipple. Or I'm rubbing her ass and her drawers came off.
I do love to watch her work, though.
You like to watch me work?
Man, it's sexy as hell. And throughout the years of us hanging with each other and dealing,
yes, Lord.
I hate those haters who won't let you get their gas.
Let me tell you something. I be right down to the part where I'm about to get her laying down, and then you got that one anxious brother in the room who want to come with the dick out. You just want to come with the dick out. So
you don't know the favor that she's really doing for you.
You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
Matter of fact, I'll need you to do me a couple of favors later.
I got you. But we about to wrap it up around that time, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it and learned some things. Always tune in, to our Facebook page, Instagram page, our Freaks of the Industry. We have all kinds of stuff. Tune in to
with
CC.
More stuff coming.
CC Coleman on Facebook. Mo Brooks.
Mo Brooks on Facebook.
We got all kinds of stuff. You see that anytime. My City, My Music. Click on the link. Enjoy, watch, ask questions. Inbox me if you got questions, or if you want to be a guest, or if you want to have a topic that you think we should talk about. Definitely let us know. Yeah. Please let us know.
So in parting, always remember, you could deny the lie, but you can never deny the truth.
Ow.
Live your truth. See y'all next week.
All right.
She said that she didn't want to be loved. I said, why the hell are you here? She said tonight she don't want to be touched. And if that's the truth, why it's so near? Oh no, she kissing on me, she tugging on me. All she wanted, this girl is bad, bad, bad. She love it. I know she say that she don't, but she do. She